Hey there. Hi everyone, it's Danny and today's video is going to be my June favourites. We're in July now, which is crazy, and I know I'm a few days late with this because it is now the 3rd of July and you'll probably be seeing this on the 4th or the 5th or the 6th, depending on when I upload this, but hopefully you don't mind it being a bit late. I do have a few things I want to share with you. Not a ton, I'm not sure why, but I've just been really lazy with wearing my makeup recently because I haven't been at college and I've been really busy and just in a lot of the time, so I haven't been really trying out that many new products, and I do have a whole hog of products to try out. Is that the right word? Hog? A whole hog of products to try out anyway. So hopefully next month's favourites will be more jam-packed, as I have been shopping recently, and there will be a fashion haul coming your way very soon as I have collected rather a lot of summer clothes. Oh, and before I start with the favourites, you may be able to notice that my hair is a bit different. If you follow me on Instagram, which is at xodjo, you will have already seen my new hair, but I got my hair dyed maybe 2 weeks ago now, and I just got balayage done because I wanted my hair a bit lighter for summer, but I didn't want it light all over, and I didn't really want highlights or ombre, so I went for balayage because it's somewhere in the middle. It just gives you a little bit of lightness without really being highlights or ombre or anything, and it's really easy to maintain because it's not right at your roots, and because it's not ombre you can add as much or as little colour as you want. And at the moment I've got not loads, I've got quite a bit, but I do want some more, so next time I go in I'm going to get another lot, and it's better to do it in a few lots rather than one big lot because that's the way you get more tones in your hair. So I thought I would do it in 2 lots. It is a bit coppery at the moment, which is annoying, but I have been using silver shampoo on it and hopefully I can tone it down a bit, and then next time I go in they'll put another toner on it. So yeah, anyway, let me know if you'd like to see a hair care routine video and just sort of a video all about my new hair and how I achieved it and things like that. So anyway, enough rambling about my hair and on to the favourites. I'm going to start off with a skincare favourite, and it has been my absolute favourite of the month. It's been a lifesaver, and it is the Roche Posay Cicaplast Levres, I think it's called. This is basically a lip balm, but it's for sort of repairing the skin and creating a protective barrier. I use it on my lips and on my top lip because I have a bit of eczema, kind of dermatitis-y kind of thing. I'm not really sure what it actually is. The doctors aren't really sure because sometimes it's not really anything, it's just a bit dry, and sometimes it is a bit flaky. But I've been using this on it every day and it has really sorted it out. It's basically completely gone now, which is amazing because nothing else would fix it, not even the creams from the doctors. So I'm so happy I found this in London, and I have actually gone a bit mad and stocked up on it online. Yeah. And then my next skincare favourite is a long time favourite, so I won't go on about it, but it is the Oskia Renaissance Cleansing Gel, and I have mentioned this in a previous favourites and I have written a review of it on my blog, so I'll link that down below so you can read up on it. But this is just a really lovely cleanser. It's almost in between a gel and a balm, I would say. It's a lot lighter than a balm, but it is still really moisturising and luxurious, and it creates a really nice oil when it's melted in, and yeah, I really love this. It really leaves my skin feeling clean and soft but still really hydrated and plump, which is exactly what I need because I do have quite dehydrated skin. And then my next skincare favourite is a rediscovery, and you may remember this from a skincare routine yonks back. I'm not really sure when I last mentioned this, probably last year, but I have rediscovered it because I have sorted out my skincare and I'm trying to use some things up which I have had for a while. And so the product which I'm talking about is the Kiehls Midnight Recovery Concentrate, and this is an oil slash serum kind of thing which you use at night, and it really helps to replenish the skin, give it lots of moisture and regenerate it and just leave it looking a lot brighter and smoother and softer, which it really does. I didn't realise how much I loved it until I started using it again, and I realised how much of a difference it made to my skin, and I have been using it almost every night ever since. And then my final skincare favourite is actually a toner, which is very strange for me because I don't normally even use toners because I just find them far too much faff, but this one I have really been enjoying using, and it is the Antipodes Ananda, I think it's called. I used to think it was Amanda, but apparently it is Ananda, which is a very strange word. But this is an antioxidant toner, so it basically helps to really soothe the skin and calm it, and if it's inflamed or anything like that, it really helps to help with that. And it's also going to help to detoxify the skin if you live in sort of a polluted area or anything like that. So I've really been liking this because it's just really refreshing basically. I'll spray it on in the morning and it will really help to refresh my skin after cleansing and leave it feeling really hydrated and soothed. And I also like to use this throughout the day if my skin's feeling a bit hot or irritated or anything like that. And it's just really lovely, and I have been using this a lot and I'm only down to here, so that shows that this is really going to last a long time. Moving on to makeup, and I've really been loving bronzed glowing skin lately, and one product which I've been using a lot to help me achieve that is the Nars Multiple in South Beach, and this is one of their shimmer multiples, not the matte one, just one of the original ones. And this is just a really gorgeous bronzy, almost champagne-y, corally kind of colour with a lot of shimmer in it. And when you swipe it on, I tend to put a bit down my nose and then on the high points of my cheeks and then on my temples, and it just helps to give you a really nice glow and also helps to give you a bit of colour, which is great because I do find now that it's summer, some of my foundations are maybe half a shade too light for me, which obviously doesn't warrant me buying a new foundation, but at the same time they do need a little bit of warming up with bronzer or something like that. So I've been loving using this because it gives me a little bit of colour and also acts as my highlight, and I can also get away with using it as sort of like, I don't know, like a bronzer kind of thing, which is really lovely. My next favourite is sticking with the bronze theme, but this time it is a product for the eyes, and it is one of the by Terry Ombre Blackstars in the shade Bronzed Moon, and I'd say this is a bronzy taupey kind of colour. It's very multi-dimensional and it creates a lot of shape to the eyes. It does almost create a smoky eye on its own. You could just blend this all over the lid and it would create a lot of dimension and almost look darker in the crease, and I love products like that because I'm just really lazy when it comes to eye makeup and I don't like to use really more than one or two shadows. This is the colour here, and as you can see it really shimmers in the light, and it's almost like the shimmer is taupe but the base is bronze, but it's just so multi-dimensional you can't really tell what colour it is. These eyeshadow crayons just blend like a dream. They blend so seamlessly, and then they just set and stay in place all day long and don't crease, which is absolutely amazing. They are pretty pricey but definitely worth it. My next product is something which you've probably heard so much about recently, and it is the Benefit Gimme Brow. I like really full defined brows, as you probably know if you've been watching my videos for a while, so I don't tend to use this on its own unless I'm going to college and just want a quick bit of colour and shape. So what I tend to do is apply this first before my eyebrow pencil and just fill in my brows a little bit and get the shape right, and then what I'll do is I'll go in with my eyebrow pencil and line the bottom to make the shape really crisp, and also do a little bit on the end and a little bit on the top just to make the shape right and not really fill them in with the pencil at all. And then if needs be I'll do a little bit of pencil at the front and then just blend it in with my finger so it's not too harsh. And so yeah, I've really been enjoying using this. It's a really lovely product if you just want something which you can throw on quickly for a bit of colour, and it also helps to really thicken up the brows and keep them in place all day, so that's really great. And obviously, as I said, I don't use it on its own, but it's a really nice addition just to make your brows look more natural and more full. Even if you do pencil them in, it does really help to blend in the powder a lot better or the pencil a lot better and give them actually a little bit of, I don't know, make them stand out a bit more so they're not really flat and just penciled in. It makes the hairs actually stand out. And then my final favourite is a lip gloss, and I've never been a lip gloss kind of girl, but recently I've been much preferring it to matte lips. I'm not really sure why. I've really been liking matte bold lips, but I haven't been liking matte nude lips or peachy lips or anything like that. I've been much preferring having a shimmery glossy lip. So I've still been using my sheer glossy lipsticks, such as the one I'm wearing now, which is Chanel Liberté Rouge Coco Shine lipstick, but if I want to go for an actual gloss, then I've been reaching for these ones. So my first lip gloss favourite is the Clarins Instant Light Natural Lip Perfector, and this is the shade 03. This is just a mini sample I have, which is plenty for me because I don't go through my lip products that quickly, but this is just a really lovely nude peach shade. It's quite light, so I tend to use this on top of other nude lipsticks which are matte, just to give them a bit of sheen and nude them down a little bit more. And then if I'm wanting something with a bit of shimmer, because the Clarins one has no shimmer whatsoever, then I'll reach for these two, and these are the Laura Mercier Lip Glaces in the shade Baby Doll and Bellini. And this one is just a really gorgeous shimmery pink, and this one's a really gorgeous shimmery peach with gold shimmer, and I think this one has silver shimmer. So I absolutely love these over nude lipsticks or over pink lipsticks or peach lipsticks. They just add a little bit of colour. They're not highly pigmented, but they're a lot more pigmented than the Clarins one, and they just give a little bit of colour but mostly a really lovely sheen, and they look really glossy and they give your lips a really full look. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see because of my lights, But this is them swatched here next to the Clarins, so they definitely have a lot more pigment to them, and they do have a lot of shimmer in them, but the shimmer's really lovely. It's not really heavy, thick shimmer, it's quite finely milled shimmer and just gives a really nice sheen to the lips. So that is it for my June favourites. Hopefully next month I will have a lot more favourites because I am now completely finished with college, which is amazing. I don't have to go there for another 2 and a bit months, I think, which is just so great. I can just do whatever I want now, which is basically nothing, sit in bed and eat. Let me know what you think of my hair. I know it's not 100% perfect yet, but let me know if you like the whole idea of balayage, because I really do, and I can't wait to see the finished result after a couple more dyes. I do have quite a few fashion videos planned. I've got a fashion haul coming up, and then after that I will be creating a lookbook with all the items from the haul. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them. Comment below some of your favourites from the month, and do like this video if you liked it, and subscribe to see more of my videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye!